And now stand by for adventure.
3, 2, 1.
In the exciting story of the Evil Eye. The Wonder Rocket Travel Lab slows to a gentle stop.
Up radar scope.
For the first time, Squeak and Scratch peer into the vast expanse of Galaxy 9. Here among colorful planets and glittering stars lies the greatest terror of the space lanes, the deadly sea of liquid air. Only recently, 6 Martian cruisers plunged into this watery grave. But now Colonel Bleep has arrived to chart this deadly trap for a space map of the universe. With the exact location known to space pilots, the sea of liquid air will never again be a menace to interplanetary space travel.
Down radar scope. Proceed on course.
Unknown to Bleep, however, this swirling sea holds even greater dangers, for this is the secret lair of Black Patch and his band of cutthroat buccaneers. At this very moment, the villain's powerful space galleon plows through heavy waves, then stops as the evil captain scans the horizon in search of plunder.
Shiver me timbers, there she lies. The Travel Lab rocket, pride of the skies. Load the torpedoes and batten the hatch. We'll make her a coffin for Bleep, Squeak, and Scratch.
Through his giant periscope, the wicked pirate anxiously waits as the unsuspecting colonel guides the traveling laboratory into a deadly ambush. Already, Squeak and Scratch are busy at the charting instruments. Through the Futomic survey scope, the caveman sights the position of a planet to the left of the ocean.
Mark 1 planet to the left. Check.
Then across to the other side.
Mark 1 star to the right. Check.
And now within the sea itself.
Mark 1 blinking eye dead ahead. Check.
Blinking eye? Bleep takes over to see for himself. But there's nothing there at all. Scratch checks again, and there it is, a blinking eye as plain as can be. But Bleep and Squeak are sure Scratch is just seeing things, so the caveman is relieved of duty and sent to his quarters to rest. But he cannot rest, for suddenly his nose begins to twitch, and that's a sure sign of trouble. Terrible trouble. But what? And where? The eye, of course. That mysterious blinking eye. There's no time to lose. No time to explain to Bleep and Squeak. The caveman must investigate alone. Quickly, he leaps aboard his space scooter and opens the launching tube hatch. But look, it's too late.
Torpedo alert! Torpedo alert!
Black Patch has struck. Bleep leaps to the controls, but the Travel Lab is too big to escape. The torpedo zeroes in for the kill. But hold on. Scratch has spotted the torpedo. He's diving straight into the path of the missile. He's flipped it over. It's heading back. Bullseye! Yes, thanks to Scratch, the Travel Lab is saved. And now Bleep and Squeak know there really is a blinking eye. Or at least there was. And now stand by for adventure.
3, 2, 1.
In the exciting story of Firewater. Far out in space, 3 cargo ships from Jupiter wing their way to a distant galaxy. Suddenly, passing the volcanic world of Thor, they're caught in a violent eruption. The ships are gone without a trace. The terrible space storms of Thor have struck again. But now, in the Wonder Rocket Travel Lab, Colonel Bleep, Squeak, and Scratch are on their way to survey and chart the exact position of this treacherous planet on a map, a space map for safer space travel. On his visoscreen, the Colonel briefs his crew. Immediately following the next eruption, the Travel Lab will zoom in on Thor. A spray of water from the forward guns will protect the ship from the planet's blazing heat as they make a low-altitude run to survey Thor's exact position. But they must speed off to safety before the next space storm erupts. Unknown to Bleep and his crew, however, the wicked Dr. Destructo is already at work on a treacherous plot to send the Travel Lab to a fiery doom. If this culprit has his way, the spray guns on the Colonel's rocket will not be filled with water at all, but with highly inflammable rocket fuel. They will all be lost in a blazing inferno. Now back aboard the Travel Lab, Bleep spots an approaching space tanker. According to plan, the traveling laboratory will take on the water supply for its spray guns in a mid-space cargo transfer from such a craft. But Bleep is unaware that this spaceship is not the water-carrying tanker. No, indeed, this cargo ship is filled to the brim with highly inflammable rocket fuel, and the pilot is the evil Dr. Destructo himself.
Prepare for contact, Travel Lab.
Sizzling satellites? This is terrible. Scratch is opening the intake valve on the reservoir tanks. In seconds, they'll be filled with explosive rocket fuel. Don't turn that nozzle, Scratch! Don't do it! Stop! Stop! It's too late. He's turning it on. But wait, what's he doing now? Great galaxies, he's filling his drinking cup first.
Oh.
That's not water. Scratch knows something is terribly wrong. Quickly, the caveman ties a knot in the end of the snorkel hose. Now, as Destructo pumps the explosive fuel through the hose, it's trapped inside. Bigger and bigger the hose swells until inside the tanker, Destructo sneers with glee. The gauge of his cargo tank reads empty. The villain is sure the deadly load has been transferred to the Travel Lab. So away he speeds. But the spaceman and his deputies have the last laugh this time. Now Squeak takes careful aim. Scratch loads the forward launching tube. Destructo's plan has gone wrong, and you can be sure he's pretty burned up about it.
Ready? Aim! Fire! Prepare for contact, Doctor.